Greetings, Twin Flames. This is Lucida of Twin Flame RX, and I'm here to bring you the weekly reading for Sunday, January 15th to Saturday, January 21st, 2017. So, the first thing that I want to tell you is that I have the Divine Feminine Energy cards to the left, the Divine Masculine Energy cards to the right, and in the middle are the Union cards. So I pre-drew these before setting up for the reading or while setting up for the reading, and I thought that I would do a Celtic Cross Tarot spread in order to look at what's happening between the Twin Flames during this week. So remember, this is a general reading, and take what resonates with you and leave behind the rest. And this will be a general reading for all stages of the Twin Flame journey, so it can be interpreted in many different ways. If you'd like a personal reading, I'm available at the links below. I don't have a set schedule yet on the sites, so if you do send me an email through the site, I will let you know when I'm available. I'd love to talk to you soon. I just wanted to say thank you in advance to everyone that's followed us, who has followed us on Twitter and Facebook and friended us there, and who supports us, likes our videos, comments, and subscribes to our YouTube channel. We're always thinking up new content, and we want to share it all with you. So let's begin the reading. All right, so I'm asking God and the angels to give a message of what's generally going to happen between the Twin Flames this week, again, January 15th to January 21st. Okay, so the energy at the bottom of the deck is showing us one of generosity, but then measured generosity. So it looks like the twins are trying to get into some type of balance with each other this week, or it could even be you individually are trying to balance what you give, to others in the world with what you receive in return. Because it does make you feel like a more balanced individual when giving and receiving are balanced. And so that's kind of what this is showing, that we have an individual who's giving, but then, not giving too much of themselves so that they're able to give to others. So that's kind of the energy for the week for the twins. The kind of overall situation between the twins, again, we get this card again as Judgment. So Judgment, Major Arcana, card number 20, is showing us individuals rising from their slumber, awakening from the call of the divine. So that is us, definitely. If you're a twin flame, you're on a path to ascension. You're on a path to a higher level of consciousness. You're on a path to a higher level just of spirituality. So this is us awaking from our slumber. Okay, and the card that describes the what crosses the situation between the twins for this week is the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands card shows us an individual who's like pretty much being attacked by other wands, but this individual's at the top. So what this is showing is that you're kind of on the defensive this week, either in speaking with or thinking about your beloved, but you don't have to be. You can use that energy in another way. So this could be an obstacle, but it also could be a stimulus. Okay, so the best outcome this week for the twins would be that they would be looking for the fruits of their labor, so this vine here, to ripen. And a lot of times this has to do with both material manifestation and also spiritual manifestation. So if you've been putting a lot of spiritual work in order to get into union with your twin, or order to get into communication with your twin, well, you're still kind of waiting for something that you want to happen. But remember, everything in divine timing. So even if this doesn't pan out for you this week, you're still making progress. So that's a positive message to take away. And what we have to work with this week is the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords energy is one where we feel like we've won the battle, but not the war. So there's an individual taking swords and walking away and kind of looking back at his competitors and noticing that no one's following him. So this is kind of how you feel, that, okay, maybe you've had a few, spiritual victories this week, or in recent weeks, I should say, and now you just feel like maybe you are, not, you didn't win the war yet, but you're feeling like you defeated someone. So it could be positive. This card usually isn't always interpreted positively, but in terms of our spiritual journey, I think we could interpret it in a positive way. All right, so in the very recent past, there must have been some communication of some sort, either in the fifth dimension or the third dimension, between you and your twin. These wands indicate quick messages back and forth between the twins, messages of love and passion, messages filled with desire, messages filled with new ideas. That's what wands represent, and a lot of this is, in the spiritual realm as well. Okay, so there was messages of some sort in the recent past between you and your beloved. Even if you haven't met them yet, you might have received some messages in your dreams, or messages out there in the world, like the appearance of feathers is a sign from the angels. If you ask your angels for a sign, they will either give you number sequences, sometimes feathers, sometimes other representations. If you're asking for messages from your beloved, you could possibly be hearing messages of their names, messages of songs with words within the songs that are crucial or that you need to hear at this time. So think about what messages you've received in the recent past, in the last week or so. Okay, the near future looks a little bit like, again, a defensiveness card, where we have, this is the Nine of Wands. You have 9 wands, individuals holding one of the wands and kind of like guarding himself. So this could represent how you're going to feel in the next few days, or even today, maybe just in a protective mode, a self-protective mode. How you view yourself is kind of like a trapped individual with no choice on this journey. It's apparent here from the 8 of Swords, where you're bound, gagged, well, not gagged, but bound and blindfolded, and you have swords around you, and you're, no one's to be seen around you, and you're away from people. So this is how you might feel. You could change the way you feel at any time. You don't have to feel like a prisoner to this journey. You could embrace it and make it positive instead of feeling like it's a negative experience. Other people see you as worried and anxious. That's what the 9 of Wands suggests, or 9 of Swords suggests, this worry and anxiety. It's not a good feeling. Okay. As far as what your hopes and dreams are, is that you would have strength. And I like to view this card as like the twins taming each other, or taming yourself, taming your inner energies. The strength card is 8, which represents karma. Then you have the infinity symbol here, which we know represents infinity and karma, and it's the number 8. And this is one of those twin flame numbers, because it is basically a spiritual number, and most, if not all, twins, if we are getting into stages of union, are going to be high up in their spiritual path. And if we're not going to unite with our twin. We're not going to be able to go into union if we don't heal old wounds, release old templates, get rid of karmic debt and baggage. These are all things that we need to work through before we can have union in the third dimension and ascend with our twin flame. The outcome of this week is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is a really positive outcome, showing that at least one or both of the twins are going to be ready for giving their love to the other. So the Knight of Cups is passionate, is loving, is approaching, moving toward love. So instead of backing away from love, one or both of you is going to feel, hopefully it's both of you, is going to feel that you could give your heart to the other. Okay, so remember, unconditional love is the way to go, the way that you're going to unite with your twin. Now, as far as the overall energy for the Divine Feminine this week, we have the animal totem, the bison. All right, so this card says, recognize the riches of the past and the abundance of the present. So for the Divine Feminine this week, this energy will be to do just that, to remember how all the good things in the past, not to focus on negatives, and then to feel abundant in the present. So feeling abundant in the present is key to manifesting more abundance in the future. Now, as far as the Divine Masculine energy goes, we have the owl. This animal totem, and again, these are by Susie Green, says, seek out deeper knowledge to see through deception. So it seems like the Divine Masculine is digging deeper this week, maybe digging deeper into aspects of union with themselves, balancing their own masculine and feminine energies, and then also trying to reconcile any differences they might have with the Divine Feminine aspect of this union, or this potential union. Okay, so we have some butterfly oracle cards here, one for the Divine Feminine, one for the Masculine by Doreen Virtue. For the feminine, this week she'll be feeling quite sentimental. She'll be thinking about, things that made her happy in the past, whether they be with her divine counterpart or not, but a lot of times they will be referring to any moments shared with the Divine Masculine. So this is a good thing to do, to reflect on beautiful moments that you've shared together or that you want to share. As far as the masculine energy goes, this week the butterfly oracle is realizations and epiphanies. So that's a beautiful thing, because that is what's going to get the Divine Masculine moving toward union, realizing that this twin flame relationship is a real thing, that there's a real spiritual connection here between him or her and the Divine Feminine counterpart. Okay, so I have some other cards here. I have a Fool's Wisdom card for the Divine Feminine. So this week the message is to be creative. So being creative will bring you closer to union with yourself and union with your twin flame. As far as the Divine Masculine goes, get real. So Fool's Wisdom is showing us the trickster and getting real. So the way I interpret this is that the Divine Masculine has to really look inward this week, like the animal totem was saying, that there has to be some introspection going on to determine truth. And so this could mean that getting real with situations in their 3D life that maybe aren't in their best interest and are not contributing positively to union and not contributing positively to their twin flame or their spiritual journey. So this could just mean that they are realizing that. Okay, so the Fairy Oracle message for the Divine Feminine this week is flower power. For the Divine Masculine energy, this was the message last week from the fairies. So the card says, spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. So, it's winter in North America, so it's kind of hard to spend time with flowers that are out blooming in nature. But if you can get a hold of flower essences, this will help you to heal. Okay, and healing is what brings us closer to our union. That's one of our major blessings of being on the journey, and then also a gift that we can give to others. Oh wow, so for the Divine Masculine, the fairies are saying, admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So maybe you were not allowed to pursue things that you truly desired, Divine Masculine, just based on the 3D templates that you were kind of born into and expected to follow. Well, now it's the time to break free of that. First, you have to admit to yourself what you really want, and then next, you can go for it. Right. So as far as other messages, I pulled Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reid for the Divine Feminine, and also here for the Divine Masculine. We have one for the representation of the fifth dimensional energies and the third dimensional energies. So the first Wisdom of the Oracle card for the Divine Feminine in the fifth dimension is To the Sea. Now, as mentioned in a reading maybe a week or two ago, I just got these cards and they have all different meanings for different kinds of relationships and situations. So this card number 7, To the Sea, for a relationship means that there are points in a relationship where you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer it? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. So basically, this is the Divine Feminine's higher self, what the higher self is thinking and feeling. And it's a great message and something that the 3D self of the Divine Feminine should take into account and try to assimilate. This is what the 3D energy is of the Divine Feminine for this week, 31, with the question, why? So as far as the relationship message goes with this card, this is what we have. We don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to recognize whether you are being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues from the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this and why did I say that, and spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowledge deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? So if you're reacting to your partner, whatever they may be doing or not doing, this gives you an indication of the areas that you might need to heal before getting into your divine union with your beloved. So think about this week. Okay, as far as the Divine Masculine's higher self goes, or their fifth dimensional self goes this week, we have card number 15. The energy, again, we had this last week, I believe, is message in a bottle. So the message is you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. So this could mean that the Divine Masculine is going to be receiving a message from their beloved. Okay, so that's what the fifth dimensional Divine Masculine energy is, open to receiving messages. So Divine Feminines, if you'd like to send messages to them, at least their higher self is open. Try not to be excessive on that. And card number 11 here from the Wisdom of the Oracle represents by the book. So card 11 is telling us that in the third dimension, the Divine Masculine is feeling like this. Getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. So it looks like they do want to deepen the connection, so they may conform to 3D notions of relationships this week because they do want to get closer to the Divine Feminine. As far as what messages are coming from the angels for the two twins this week and for their union, we have the Angel Oracle by Doreen Virtue with Bridget saying, caution is warranted. look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. So in order to do that, you might want to ask your angels for guidance. Archangel Gabriel has a message for both twins as editor. Your writing or other creative project benefits from outside help and support. So if you were planning to do some project with your twin together, you might want to team up with others in order to get it done, to get it out there. Or else just team up with each other and help each other out. Or even team up with some others of your soul family, other twin flames. Maybe you have a blog that you need looked at before you publish it. So that's kind of where this energy is this week. And finally, Archangel Michael has a message for twins. Pay attention to your dreams. So there might be messages in your dreams that are important. And then also remember to always ask Archangel Michael to protect your union. The prayer that goes along with this card is to Archangel Michael, thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and every night this week and helping us enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, we invite you into our dreams as our teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow us to understand our twin flame situations on a spiritual level and give us guidance throughout the week. All right, twin flames, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back with you soon. Have a great week. Many blessings. Love and light to you and yours. Bye.